So is that comedy, Madison, or what is that?
You know, here's the way I see it. Yes, the First Amendment gives him the right to say these things, but there's a certain level of respect you should have for the President of the United States. Just because you're allowed to say something doesn't mean you should be saying it. I think he needs to hold himself to a higher standard.
But I mean, my problem, look, I don't care about his views one way or the other, Ashley, but I think he was a pretty funny guy, and then there's something about this presidency that's turned him and a lot of other people into kind of finger-wagging, red-faced scolds. What is that?
Yeah, with that said, I also think there's a decorum within the presidency, too. Was it okay for Donald Trump to say, deface the nation? Probably not. But at the same time, did Colbert take it too far? Yes. And I think he's going to lose a lot of fans and viewers because of that, and that's the benefit of a free market capitalist society, I think, where if people were disheartened by things that he was saying and taking it too far and being highly inappropriate, then that's a choice that viewers, I think, have to make. But again, he is the president of the United States. And I think that the decorum for that, for the presidency, goes one way. And then again, for people who are late-night TV hosts,
right.
Like, should you be doing that? Did they do it to Obama? Did they do it? I don't know.
Well, is it
right?
funny? I mean, I guess that's kind of my bottom line request for a late
funny.
night. You know, just amuse me, okay? I don't have to agree with you, but, like, say something funny. If you're mad, not as funny.
Yeah.
All right, next topic. Filmmaker Michael Moore, also not that funny, says he is not rooting for President Trump to succeed in his diplomatic standoff with a nuclear-armed North Korea. This actually happened. Watch this.
I find myself genuinely rooting for him to handle the North Korea situation well. I mean, there's all sorts of areas where you are rooting for the man to be competent and effective.
I don't know if I agree with that, because it's like rooting.
You're not rooting for him to resolve North Korea well?
It's like rooting for a 6-year-old who suddenly swiped dad's car and figured out how to take it down the road. I'm not rooting for the 6-year-old to get on the highway and drive that car. I want the 6-year-old off the highway.
So I guess, are you not even allowed to say that you're hoping that Trump will prevail in a contest with North Korea?
According to Michael Moore, no. But I mean, this is just ridiculous. Even Chris Hayes in this is saying, you know, I hope that he does well. Because what else would you hope for? We're the people that are going to be hurt. The American people will be hurt if things blow up between the United States and North Korea. I didn't vote for President Obama in 2012, but guess what? I hoped for the absolute best when it came to him interacting with other foreign leaders, because we're affected by it.
Well,
I've never heard of such a thing,
There's no moral equivalence. I mean, it's
Right.
nihilism to suggest that they're the same, or that somehow the North Korean government is better than ours. I mean, I watched that and I thought, well, first of all, good for Chris Hayes for at least being awake to something insane that just happened on his set. I bet you there were a lot of viewers who said, is Chris Hayes defending Trump?
Well, maybe, and maybe he'll lose some viewers now. Maybe they'll come over to Fox News. Who knows? But at the same time, I think what's important here is realizing that Michael Moore is a rabble-rouser.
Right.
He has touted the benefits of socialism multiple times. So if life is better in another country, go there. If you want to go to North Korea, go. But at this point, I think it's fair to say that any sane person would not wish a nuclear war with North Korea. And maybe he's not a sane person because he's being very unpatriotic by not defending our president, right?
Well,
or supporting him, or at least supporting our country.
But I bet you the majority of the viewers were on his side, and I hope I'm wrong. Madison, Ashley, thank you both very much. Well, the Trump administration killing off another signature program.